Hey guys, Jessie Schuler here, your local real estate agent in Central Florida. And even though today is not my first video, right, because I did post an intro video a few weeks ago, this will be my first content video. So I'm very excited. And when I was trying to come up with what I would want my first content video to be, I went through a number of different options, different categories, different subject matter, and the one that I decided to go with is kind of really the one place you really think of when you think of investment properties in Florida, and that is Kissimmee. So being a northerner and a transplant to Florida, I would say that there are two common misconceptions about Florida. In my opinion, you might think differently, but as a northerner, as a transplant here who now lives here, these are the two biggest misconceptions that I have found. Number one is, aside from a few cities like Tampa, Miami, Orlando, most of Florida is rural and land. So the cost of living here and the cost of land here is relatively inexpensive compared to most other places in the country. So it makes it a very desirable location for investment properties because you're not shelling out as much money as you would in some other locations. Number two, and this is probably the biggest one, is when you think of Orlando, you think of Disney, you think of Universal, you think of all the theme parks, you think of all the tourist stuff. And actually, Disney World is not in Orlando. It's in Kissimmee, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So, and that was my biggest misconception because you think Orlando, you think Disney World. No, it is actually, depending on traffic, you're about 25 minutes south of Orlando. And when I say Orlando, I'm talking like downtown Orlando. So that is why we are going to be talking about that, because the investment properties in Kissimmee, you're literally 10, 15 minutes from Disney World, which is honestly what most people come in for. Yes, they come in for Universal. Yes, they come in for some of the other tourist things, but I'm talking like out of country, the families, the two families that want to get the same rental property for while they're here in Florida, they're all going to Disney World. So it only makes sense that they would look to stay somewhere close to the parks because yes, you can stay at one of the resorts and they have shuttles that go to and from Disney. But if you have a big family, you are likely renting a car and you don't want to spend most of your time driving to and from the park. So you want to be close to it. So that's why Kissimmee is a very, very attractive place for visitors to stay. So some quick facts about Kissimmee. Kissimmee is actually the largest city in Osceola County. The median home price in Kissimmee is $240,000. There are 22,210 homes and apartments in Kissimmee. And of those, 43% are single family residents. And when I say single family residents, you're looking at a minimum of 3-bed, 2-bath. This makes it very attractive for families to come and stay at a single family home while they're on vacation and while they're going to the parks every single day or most of the days. Another thing, a lot of these homes have pools. Now, if you have little kids, you are not going to the park every single day. Yes, some of you might be, but in this heat, the amount of energy, you are likely going to have a down day, right? Where you are just relaxing, recouping, and you want a pool. A lot of these homes have pools. So again, it makes it very attractive. Another thing to note is the homeowners associations, the HOAs, and most of the subdivisions in Kissimmee they approve short-term rentals. Now we will get into HOAs another time because that is another misconception being a northerner, but again, we will get into that. So the point is, a lot of these subdivisions have HOAs, even the single family homes, and you have to abide by their rules. And a lot of them approve short-term rentals. If they don't approve short-term rentals, you cannot lease your home, rent your home out for short-term rentals. If you get caught, they can put a lien on your home. You don't want that to happen. So that is another major attraction for investors and vacationers so that they can stay in those homes and have those opportunities. So another thing that is attractive for investors in Kissimmee is that in the last 10 years, Kissimmee has experienced some of the highest appreciation rates in the country. they have appreciated, and these are general numbers, these are average numbers, but they have appreciated about 18.55% in the last 10 years, and the national average is 12.28%. So it's much higher than the national average. In fact, it is the top 10% nationally. So appreciated value means you're earning money on your purchase. The value of it is going up. So with all of these things in mind, Kissimmee is truly a very sought after, very popular, and very attractive place to look at investment homes, specifically and especially short-term rentals. So if you are interested in learning more about Kissimmee and your possible opportunities for any kind of investment, please contact, and one of the contact methods I have noted in my bio, email, social media, I check them all. If you have any additional questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you have a subject matter that you would like me to cover in the future, please also leave those in the comments. And please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. And we can keep discussing your opportunities in Kissimmee and other areas, and let's see what SHU can do for you. Until next time.